We're 131 of 162. Welcome to Gaming with RC Robbin. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. Imagine if the actors from the Marvel Cinematic Universe were to play Major League Baseball, and that's what you'd have right here. A full 162 game regular season with the Hollywood Avengers. No skipped innings, no simulated games. All of them on YouTube. This is game number 131 of 162 plus. And I say plus because, let's face it, who plays a full season of baseball and doesn't expect to make the playoffs and hopefully win the World Series? So you can see the league standings on the screen right now. The Avengers are half a game out of first place. They are 84 and 46, a half a game behind the LA Dodgers. Tough fight for the division, the National League West division. Let's see. So we just finished a 3-game sweep of the Washington Nationals. So we're going to start a 3-game set with the San Francisco Giants on the road. So let's rock and roll. Play game. Okay. Play full game. We are the away team at San Francisco Oracle Park in California. Clear skies. Scarlett Johansson, Black Widow, starting pitcher. Oh boy, some of these guys need some rest. So let's see what we can do. Don Cheadle will sit. Vin Diesel will play center field. Let's see. Mark Ruffalo will play. Actually, Mark Ruffalo will be the DH. Oh, wrong button. There we go. Hold on. Mark Ruffalo will be the DH. The catcher will be backup Benedict Wong. Let's see. Anthony Mackie. Tom Holland will play shortstop. Anthony Mackie will sit. Clark Gregg will play. So Tom Holland leads off. Robert Downey Jr., Chadwick Boseman, Mark Ruffalo, Sebastian Stan, Dave Bautista, Sebastian Stan, Benedict Wong. Okay, let's make sure this is correct. Sorry for the delay, folks, but sometimes you just got to make the right decisions. Scarlett Johansson on the mound. These are the starting lineups. I hit, I pitch, I field. I do not run the bases. I let the computer run the bases for me. And the difficulty setting for hitting and pitching is set to All-Star for the entire 162 game regular season. This is Avengers Baseball. I am RC Robbin. Welcome to Oracle Park in San Francisco, California, as the Hollywood Avengers visit the San Francisco Giants. Time for some Major League Baseball. On the mound for the Giants, Bob Feller, 9 and 11, 5.60 earned run average. Leading off for the Avengers, Tom Holland hitting .369, 16 homers, 76 RBIs. That .369 average is in the top 3 in the National League, fighting for a batting title. Here comes the first pitch of the ball game. Fouls it upstairs behind home plate. Strike one. Obviously, Tom Holland leads the team in batting with that .369 average. Breaking ball outside and low. 1 ball, 1 strike. San Francisco Giants are 20 and a half games back in the National League West. So this is technically a division rivalry, but they're so far from first place, doesn't even really matter. Fastball low, 2 balls and 1 strike. This late August matchup, 52 degrees, but clear skies, so a little nippy. Good temperature for baseball, however. 2-1 count.
That's ball 3.
High and outside, ball 3. Hitters count. On deck is Robert Downey Jr. Tom Holland plays Spider-Man in the MCU. Here's the 3-1 pitch from Feller. Did he go? No, he did not, so that's ball 4, and Bob Feller walks the first man he sees. Leadoff walk for Spider-Man. Up next, Tony Stark, hitting an even 300 on the season. First baseman for the Hollywood Avengers. Quick throw to first. Holland is a threat to steal. Again, throw to first. He's back. That's a deep drive to right. Back goes Tony Gwynn on the warning track, makes the catch. Didn't quite get all of it, so that's the first out of the ball game. Starting lineup for the Avengers: Tom Holland's at short, Robert Downey Jr. is at first, Chadwick Boseman is at third. The DH today, Mark Ruffalo. Dave Bautista's in right, Sebastian Stan is in left, Benedict Wong is behind home plate. Vin Diesel, I Am Groot, is in center field, and batting ninth and playing second base, Clark Gregg, Phil Coulson, agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. Up next, the late great Chadwick Boseman hitting .342, 1 out, top of the first. Pitch out, nothing doing, no advance. I say late and great for Chadwick Boseman because we lost him to colon cancer in 2020. May he rest in peace, or rest in power, as they say. Quick throw to first, he's back. Welcome to the live stream. This is Avengers Baseball. I am RC Robbin. Thank you for joining. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel. Another pitch out. Count is 2 balls and no strikes to Chadwick, Black Panther. He's back. Grounded to first, spins, fires to second for 1, back to first, in the dirt, and picks it for a 3-6-3 double play to retire the side. So half inning played here at Oracle Park. The Avengers nothing, the San Francisco Giants coming to bat. On the mound for the Avengers, Black Widow Scarlett Johansson making her 18th start of the season. She's 9-3. She's having a good season. 9-3, a 3.23 earned run average. She will face, to lead off for the Giants, Tony Gwynn, 286, 5 homers, 39 RBIs. In real life, Tony Gwynn was a perennial All-Star and Hall of Famer, 3,000 hit club guy, batting champion. Inside fastball, called strike 1. So the Avengers are half a game out of first place in the National League West. That's Chadwick Boseman at third base, and Sebastian Stan, the Winter Soldier, in left field. Here comes the pitch. Slider inside, called a strike. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on Tony Gwynn. Grounded to third. Routine play for Black Panther. In time, and there's 1 away. Starting lineup for the San Francisco Giants: Tony Gwynn is in right, Chipper Jones at third, Jimmy Fox at first. The shortstop, Cal Ripken Jr. Brett Boone is at second, Eloy Jimenez is in left, Shane Victorino is in center, DH Domingo Santana, and batting ninth and playing catcher, Caleb Hamilton. Chipper Jones, .347, 21 homers, 62 RBIs. Chipper is certainly a legendary player. Fastball in there, strike 1. Chipper Jones played for the Atlanta Braves in his heyday, I think in the 1990s. Swing and a miss, the slider inside. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. So Scarlett Johansson is going for double-digit wins on the season. She wants win number 10. Slider inside, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Grounded to short, fielded by Spider-Man. Long throw in time, and there are 2 away here in the bottom of the first. Next up, first baseman Jimmy Fox, .311. He has 33 homers and 94 runs batted in. Slow August. He's been hitting only .234 in the month of August. Needs to get back on track for September, the final month of the season. Slider in there, strike 1. Grounder to second, fielded by Phil Coulson. Throws to first. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Scarlett Johansson. And after 1 inning of baseball, no score here at Oracle Park. This is Avengers Baseball. We go to the top of the second. Up steps the incredible Hulk, Mark Ruffalo. He's hitting .335 on the season. He leads the team in homers and RBIs. Here comes the first pitch of the inning. inside off the plate, ball one. Mark leads the ball club with 114 RBIs. We have about 5 weeks of the season left. It's going to be interesting to see. That's a deep drive, but possibly playable by the center fielder. Shane Victorino races into the left center field gap to make the catch for the first out. Defensive lineman for the Giants in the outfield from left to right. We have Eloy Jimenez, Shane Victorino, and Tony Gwynn. In the infield, Chipper Jones, Cal Gripton Jr., Brett Boone, Jimmy Fox, with the catcher Caleb Hamilton. That is the defense for the Giants. Up next, Drax the Destroyer, Dave Bautista, 311, 13 homers, 66 RBIs. Pitches outside, checks his swing, ball one. Drax is from the Guardians of the Galaxy franchise, if you're not aware. And that's a line drive headed the other way, and it dunks in there for a hit. Nice rebound off the wall for Tony Gwynn. The throw's going to be close, but he's in there. It is a one-out double for Drax the Destroyer. Dave Bautista's 31st double of the season. And entering play, doubles leaders on the Avengers. Tom Holland, Spider-Man, leads all hitters on the Avengers with 36. Up next, Sebastian Stan, the Winter Soldier, runner in scoring position with one away. He's hitting .292 on the season. Fastball low, ball one. The Avengers beat Bob Feller last week at home. Checks his swing, pitches outside, count is 2 balls and no strikes. Bautista leads off second. No score here in the top of the second inning. And that's a drive to right center field, but playable for Shane Victorino. Makes the catch for the second out. Up next, the backup catcher, now that Chris Evans has been injured for the remainder of the season, is Benedict Wong, protector of the Sorcerer Supreme. In part-time plates this season, is hitting .229. And he jams him. One hopper to the second baseman, throws in time to retire the side. So no runs, 1 hit, 1 left on at the end of 1.5. Still no score. We go to the bottom of the second. Up steps Cal Ripken Jr., the shortstop, hitting .277, 33 homers, 101 RBIs on the season. Cal Ripken Jr. is considered baseball's Iron Man. He is a Hall of Famer, pitches in the outside corner for strike one. 2,632 consecutive played games without taking a day off for the former Baltimore Oriole, and he lashes it down the third base line for a base hit. Big turn, he will hold. Nice throw from Sebastian from left to hold him to a single. It is a leadoff single for the Giants. Here's the replay. Next up, second baseman Brett Boone. Boone hitting .274. He has 33 homers and 88 runs batted in. Line drive to the third baseman, caught. Nice reaction play from T'Challa for the first out. Defensive lineman for the Avengers in the outfield from left to right. We have Sebastian Stan, Vin Diesel, and Dave Bautista. And in the infield, Chadwick Boseman, Tom Holland, Clark Gregg, Robert Downey Jr. with Benedict Wong behind home plate. Avengers lead the league in fielding percentage, or lead the National League. Eloy Jimenez, .257, 23 homers, 57 RBIs, steps up to the plate. Fastball, outside corner, strike one. Runner leads off first, 1 down here in the bottom of the second. Comes the pitch from Black Widow. That's a line drive, base hit to right. It'll be runners at first and second with 1 out. As the Giants are threatening, here's the replay, serves it to right field. Scarlett Johansson doesn't have a blazing fastball. She only really hits 90-91 on the radar gun, but she has 4 pitches that move, and she needs them all to work. Up next, the center fielder Shane Victorino, who's hitting .316. And that's a line drive to right. There is Bautista, makes the catch for out number 2. Hit it on the nose, but hit it right at Drax the Destroyer. 2 down, up steps DH Domingo Santana, hitting .236. He has 3 homers and 13 runs batted in. Breaking ball outside, ball one. Jams him. Back behind home plate. Count is evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Misses inside with the two-seam fastball. Count is 2-1. So the Avengers are 84 and 46. They are currently a half game behind the first place LA Dodgers. With a win today, they may tie them. Swing and a miss. Count evens 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 2 on, no score. Bottom of the second here in this first game of a 3-game set. Deep drive to center from Domingo Santana. Back goes Vin Diesel. He is Groot. And he retires the side. So no runs, 2 hits, 2 left on at the end of 2 innings of play. Still no score. This is Avengers baseball. So we go to the top of the third. Up steps I Am Groot. Vin Diesel hitting .293. Playing center field today, giving Don Cheadle a day off in center field. A little late on the 101-mile-an-hour fastball. Fouled off, strike 1. Bob Feller was known for a 100-mile-an-hour plus fastball. He is a legendary player. Breaking ball down and in, ball 1. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike. That is a bloop, which will dunk in there for a hit in front of Eloy Jimenez. I think Eloy could have maybe dove for that ball. Not a lot of effort. It's a leadoff single for Vin Diesel. I mean, this hung up there. He had the center fielder backing him up. Just kind of pulled up and allowed it to dunk in there. Nevertheless, it's a runner at first. Up next is Phil Coulson, agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., also known as Clark Gregg in real life. Fouls it down the right field line. Out of play for strike 1. Clark Gregg's hitting in 200 right at the Mendoza line. He has 2 homers on the season. Playing second base today, giving Anthony Mackie a day off. Outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Chases a high fastball, swinging and miss. Count as 1 ball and 2 strikes to Gregg. Vin Diesel leads off first. Nobody out here in the top of the third. No score. Swing and a miss out in front of the changeup. Struck him out swinging, and there is 1 away. First strikeout of the game for Feller. Here's the replay. Just fooled him. Changeup. Lineup turns over for the Avengers. Spider-Man is up yet again. Tom Holland walked in the first. No official at bat. Fouls it back, strike 1. Grounder to second, booted by Boone. Picks it up, throws no play. It'll probably be an error, E4. Indeed, Brett Boone charged with an error. Runners will be at first and second with only 1 out. This is a routine play. Off the heel of the glove. Next up, Tony Stark. Robert Downey Jr. flew out in the first. He has 19 homers on the season. Here comes the pitch. Backs him off the plate, ball 1. Grounder, 3-6-3, double play. And again, the side is retired via the double play. So, after 2.5, still no score here at Oracle Park. So we go to the bottom of the third. Up steps catcher Caleb Hamilton, hitting .243. He has 7 homers and 26 runs batted in. Comes the pitch from Black Widow. Late on the fastball, fouls it down the right field line, out of play for strike 1. Jams him. Tony Stark fields it, takes it to the bag himself for the first out here in the third.
The right fielder, number 19, Tony.
Lineup turns over for the Giants. Tony Gwynn grounded out in the first. He's 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. Shallow fly ball to right. There is Batista for the second out. Pitchers duel so far. 2 outs, up steps Chipper Jones, grounded out to first in the first. Misses with the slider inside, ball 1. Chipper's 12 for his last 27. That's a 444 clip. So he's been hot lately. Just off the plate outside. Count is 2 balls and no strikes to Chipper. Out in front of the changeup, swinging and miss. Count is 2 balls and 1 strike. So again, Scarlet is 9-3 on the season. The Avengers have won 84 games. They're going for win number 85 today. Grounder. Oh, he couldn't get it out of his hand. And he's safe. That should be an error. E4. My goodness, what happened to Clark Gregg at second base? The side should be retired, so the bottom of the third will continue for Jimmy Fox. That's a big mistake. Fastball in there, strike 1. Jimmy Fox, I think, played for the Detroit Tigers in the 40s and 50s. I do not know. Anyway, it's a fly ball routine play for Vin Diesel to retire the side. So nothing comes of the error at second. And after 3 innings of baseball, still no score. We go to the top of the 4th. Up steps Chadwick Boseman. Grounded out in the first. He's 0 for 1.
The third baseman, number 20.
Bouncer too short. Cal throws to first. High throw, but in time. 1 pitch, 1 away.
Now that number 8.
Next up, the Incredible Hulk. 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. Fastball inside, ball 1. Triple digits on the radar gun. Looked like it might have been a strike, but I'm not complaining. Swinging to miss out in front of the breaking ball was a slider. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Did he check it? Yes, he did, according to the first base umpire. Count is 2 balls, 1 strike. Down and in, hitters count, 3-1. On deck, Dave Batista. Here comes the 3-1 pitch. And he walks him, so it's a 1-out walk for Mark Ruffalo. And the Avengers have a base runner. Up next, Dave Batista, doubled in the 2nd inning. He's 1 for 1. Runner leads off first. Here comes the pitch from Feller. Outside, ball 1. He's got the heat, but he doesn't seem to have the control. I think if the Avengers are patient at the plate, they could probably get something moving. Fouls off the fastball. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike to Dave Batista. And that's a deep drive, but playable for the center fielder Victorino. And that is the 2nd out of the inning. No advance.
Now batting.
So next up, Sebastian Stan, the Winter Soldier, Bucky Barnes in the MCU. 2 outs, runner leads off first. Fouls it upstairs behind home plate for strike 1. Bob Feller, by this time in his start earlier last week, had already given up 4 runs. So certainly an improvement. Outside, count is 1 ball and 1 strike. Checks the swing, pitches high, 2 balls, 1 strike. Ruffalo leads off first. Here comes the pitch. Another hitter's count, 3 balls and 1 strike. On deck is Benedict Wong. Wong in the Doctor Strange franchise. Fouls it late on the fastball, slicing out of play. The count will go full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. So on a 3-2 pitch, the runner at first will be in motion, which is important because Mark Ruffalo is kind of slow, so could help on a double in the gap. But he walks him, ball 4, so 2-out walk to Sebastian Stan, and we will see Benedict Wong, the catcher, again. 224, grounded out in the second inning. Swing and a miss out in front of the changeup, strike 1. Runners lead off first and second, 2 away. Low and outside, ball 1. Count as 1 ball and 1 strike. Outside, 2-1. He cannot get that strike zone. He's just trying to wiggle his way out of this jam, but can't seem to find it. And that is a pop-up to right field. Routine play for Tony Gwynn, and he will get out of it. So, 2 walks, but the side is retired after 3.5. No score. So we go to the bottom of the 4th. Up steps Cal Ripken Jr., who singled in his first at-bat. Here comes a pitch from Scarlett Johansson. Late on the fastball, strike 1. Grounder up the middle, fielded by Tom Holland, throws to first in time for the first out. Pitch speed comparison brought to you by Topps Playing Cards. Not really a contest. 101 miles an hour for Bob Feller, 91 for Scarlett, but the game is tied where it actually counts on the scoreboard. No score still. Brett Boone, 0 for 1 with a line out, steps up with 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. Here comes the pitch. High strike, but strike nonetheless. Count is 0-1. Swing and a miss out in front. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. Jams him with the 2-seam fastball down and in. Count remains 0-2. So no score here in this first game of a 3-game set at Oracle Park between these 2 ball clubs. This is a late August matchup. Swing and a miss. Got him to chase the slider. Struck him out swinging. And there are his 2 away. That's actually the first strikeout of the game for Black Widow. She's pitched well, but first strikeout. Next up, Eloy Jimenez. 2 down, bases empty. He did have a hit in his first at-bat. Misses outside, ball 1. Single in the second inning for Jimenez. Swing and a miss at the knuckler. Count as 1 ball, 1 strike. Misses inside with the fastball, 2 balls and 1 strike. Swing and a miss. Count evens, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases empty, no score here in the bottom of the 4th. Scarlett deals, and that is a line drive headed towards the right field corner. It will be in there and will bounce off that wall. It's going to be a 2-out double, and Eloy Jimenez is 2 for 2 today. He is in runners in scoring. He's a scoring position runner here with 2 outs, and the inning will continue. So Shane Victorino comes up with 2 outs and a chance to break this scoreless tie. 0 for 1. Misses inside, ball 1. Grounder to short. Routine play to first to retire the side. So the 2-out hit goes for naught. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left on at the end of 4.5. No, check that, at the end of 4. No score. So we go to the bottom, to top of the 5th. I am Groot. Vin Diesel has a hit today. He's up again. Bloop base hit. Should have been caught by Jimenez. Pitches, finds the outside corner, strike 1. Nasty pitch. Way out in front of the changeup, swing and a miss. Count is quickly, no balls and 2 strikes to Diesel. Low. Checked his swing. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Grounder, foul. Count remains 1 and 2. So Vin Diesel again is giving a day off to War Machine in center field. Don Cheadle. Low, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Checks his swing, pitches outside. An 0-2 count, he works it to 3 and 2. Full count pitch. Here it comes. And that's a line drive headed towards the right center field gap, but it will not get in there. Tony Gwynn will hold him to a single. As a leadoff single for Chaim Groot. 2 for 2 off the bench. Thought that ball was going to find its way into that gap, but no such luck. Next up, Clark Gregg struck out in the 3rd. He's 0 for 1. Pitches inside, ball 1. We are in the top of the 5th. No score here at Oracle Park. Avengers at the plate. Grounder up the middle and through. It is a single for Agent Coulson. And we have 1st and 2nd and nobody out. Perfect opportunity. Bottom of the lineup getting some hits. Tom Holland, hits leader on this team, officially 0 for 1. He did walk in the 3rd inning. Checks his swing, slider in there, strike 1. Strike 2. Triple digits on the radar gun. Tom Holland's hitting .429 with runners in scoring position, but the count is now no balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night, Spider-Man. 2nd strikeout for Feller. Fooled him every step of the way. Up next, Robert Downey Jr., who's 0 for 2 himself. It's a big spot. 1 out, 2 runners on. No score. They need to break this scoreless tie. Guy couldn't hold it back. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. High, 2 balls and 1 strike. 4 1/3, 63rd pitch coming out from the mound. Way out in front of the changeup, swing and a miss. Count is 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 on, 1 out. Here comes the pitch. Just gets a piece of that 12-6 to stay alive. Count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. Struck him out. So 2 hits in a row makes it 1st and 3rd and nobody out, and he proceeds to strike out the next 2 batters. Strikes out Spider-Man, strikes out Iron Man, and there's 2 away now. And he doesn't do it with the fastball, he does it with the breaking stuff. Next up, with 2 away now, Chadwick Boseman, who's 0 for 2. Black Panther. Misses off the plate, ball 1. Tough pitch. Pitches inside, he checks it. Count is 2 balls and no strikes. Chases a breaking ball off the plate. Count is 2 and 1. Could be 3 and 0. Not showing a lot of patience at the plate. Hitters count, 3 balls and 1 strike. On deck, Mark Ruffalo. 1 more ball and the bases will be loaded for the Incredible Hulk. There are 2 away. Let's see what happens. It strikes out the side. No, check that. Full count. On the full count pitch, both runners will be in motion. Got a little ahead of myself. Yanks it foul out in front. And the full count pitch will happen again. 3-2 pitch. Runners in motion. Here we go. Jams him. Pops it up. And he will get out of that first and second nobody out jam. So, 4.5. No score still. This is Avengers baseball. Sorry, Heidi, something's wrong with your microphone. We're going to have to cut back to you at a later point in the game. We apologize. Bottom of the fifth, up steps Domingo Santana. He's 0 for 1.
The designated hitter.
Late on the fastball, slices out of play for strike 1. Inside ball 1, count as 1 ball and 1 strike. Deep drive to center, but playable for Vin Diesel. He makes the catch for the first out. I am Groot. Number 9 hitter Caleb Hamilton grounded out in the third. He's 0 for 1. Steps up to the plate with 1 out. Late on the fastball into the camera well for strike 1. Just misses off the plate. Count as 1 ball, 1 strike. Thought that was a strike, but not according to the home plate umpire. Slider in there, strike 2. Count as 1 ball, 2 strikes on Hamilton. Out in front of the slider or the knuckler. I don't know what that was, but it was nasty. Second strikeout of the game and second out of the inning. Oof. Lineup turns over. Batting champion Tony Gwynn 0 for 2 today, however. Up there with 2 outs and bases empty. Grounder up the first base line. It is a foul ball. So this is game number 131 out of 162. All of them on YouTube. That's a deep drive. Racing over is the center fielder. I don't think he's going to make it, and he won't. He rounds second, goes to third. He's going to make the turn, and he's going to score. That's an inside the park home run for Tony Gwynn. Deepest part of the ballpark. It's a 1-0 lead for the Giants. Oh, that hurts. I think War Machine makes that catch. Next up, Chipper Jones. High but called a strike. Count as 0-1. Changeup floats in there for strike 2. Grounder, foul. Count remains no balls and 2 strikes. Fouls it back. Count still 0-2. Grounder up the middle, a 2-out single for Chipper Jones. And the bottom of the 5th will continue for the Giants. It's a 1-0 lead. Ground ball with eyes. Next up, Jimmy Fox. Line drive, racing in is... Oh, nice shoestring catch by I Am Groot to retire the side. But the inside the park home run from Hall of Famer Tony Gwynn. The end of 5, it's an official ball game. San Francisco leads 1-0. So we go to the top of the 6th. Up steps the Incredible Hulk, officially 0 for 1. He walked in this ball game. A lot of walks for Bob Feller, but line drive, foul. A little late on the fastball, strike 1. His 28 homers leads the ball club. Leads the ball club in homers and RBIs. Again, late on the 100-mile-an-hour fastball, swing and a miss. No, swing and fouls it off. Count is 0-2 on Ruffalo. Jams it. Oh, got past Jimmy Fox. I'm surprised. I'm surprised he didn't come up with that, but it's a base hit. Let's look at this replay. I'm honestly stunned Jimmy Fox didn't come up with this play. Are they going to give us the angle? No, they're not. They're not going to give us the angle. Next up, Dave Bautista. 1 for 2 with a double. His average is .311 on the season. Checks the swing. Pitch is high. Ball 1. So 1-0 San Francisco here in the top of the 6th. Runner at first. Nobody out. Bouncer to the pitcher. Throws to first. It's kind of like a swinging bunt. Runner will move to second with 1 away. Next up, Sebastian Stan, who walked in the 4th, 0 for 1 on the game. Not a lot of speed at second. Checks the swing, change up is low, ball 1. Sebastian's hitting .333 with runners in scoring position this season, so comfortable with that runner at second base. Swing and a miss out in front of the changeup. Count as 1 ball and 1 strike. Bucky Barnes at the plate. And that's a line drive to the second baseman. Brett Boone makes the catch for the second out. So next up, catcher Benedict Wong, who is 0 for 2. Yanks it down the right field line, out of play for strike 1. Runner at second in scoring position, 2 away. Single could tie this game. Outside corner, strike 2. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes to Benedict. In the dirt, blocked nicely. Throws to second for no apparent reason. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Misses off the plate. Count evens at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner leads off second, 2 outs, 1-0 lead for the Giants. Here's the pitch from Feller. That's a deep drive, but playable. Gwynn retires the side. So after 5.5, it's still 1-0 San Francisco. This is Avengers Baseball. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Up steps Cal Ripken Jr. Cal's 1 for 2 today. In there, strike 1. Checks his swing with the slider, finds the outside corner. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on Cal Ripken Jr. Hall of Famer. Smashes it past the third baseman. That's a hit. Big turn at first, but he will hold. So it's a leadoff single for Cal. Oh no, they're going to give him an error. I'm surprised. That was a smash. Listen, it was not an easy play. All right, well, I guess. Whatever you say, scorer's table. Next up is Brett Boone. 0 for 2. Struck out, flied out. That ball is high. It is far. That ball is gone. It's a 2-run home run for Brett Boone. Home run number 34 in the season. And just like that, the San Francisco Giants have an early 3-0 advantage. Here's the replay. Oof. Pain. Oof. Pain. So, hold on a second. Manager will go to the bullpen. Warm up Paul Bettany. Warm up Paul Rudd. Send the pitching coach to the mound to slow things down a little bit. She still has confidence, but Eloy Jimenez is 2 for 2, so we have to be careful. Still nobody out here in the 6th. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Eloy has 23 homers and 57 RBIs. Pops him up. In the infield, Spider-Man makes the first out of the 6th. Next up, Shane Victorino, who's 0 for 2. Hitting .315 on the season. Not a Hall of Famer, but certainly an all-star in his career around the year 2000. Inside, ball 1. Grounder. Spins, fires, got him. 2-way. Nice play by Black Panther. Made up for that error. Not completely, but... So 2 down, up steps Domingo Santana, 0 for 2. Here comes the pitch. Late on the fastball, fouls it down the right field line. Count is no balls and 1 strike. Knuckler floats in there for strike 2. Smashes it, but slicing out of play. Count will remain no balls and 2 strikes. Fouls it back, and we will do it again. Jams him, fouls it back. Count remains no balls, 2 strikes. So 2-run homer this inning has given San Francisco a 3-0 lead here in the 6th. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Side is retired, but again, that 2-run homer by Brett Boone. The end of 6, it's the San Francisco Giants 3, the Hollywood Avengers 0. We go to the top of the 7th. Up steps Vin Diesel, who is 0 for 2 today. Fouls it back, strike 1. Bob Feller lost last week to the Avengers. High and outside, ball 1, count even 1 ball and 1 strike. Will Smith is the lefty. Yusmero Petit is the righty. Bullpen is active, just in case. Pitching a shutout, though. Out in front of the changeup, swinging and a miss. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Checks the swing. Did not go. Count is 2 balls and 2 strikes. They need base runners. It's a 3-run lead for the Giants. Struck him out. And there's 1 away. Got him on the curveball. Strikeout number 4 for Bob Feller. Here's a replay. Next up, Clark Gregg. 1 for 2 with a single in the 5th. Low ball 1. And he skies it to shallow right. Routine play for Tony Gwynn, and there are 2 away. Two down, up steps Tommy Holland, who walked today, but he is hitless. He's 0 for 2. Low in the dirt, ball 1. Approaching 100 pitches. Fouls it back. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike to Spider-Man. Grounded to third, knocked it down, picks it up, throws to first in time. Side is retired. So get up and stretch, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for the 7th inning stretch. San Fran leads 3-0. This is Avengers baseball. Ugh. Not so good today. Not so good. So we go to the top of the 7th. No, check at the bottom of the 7th. Caleb Hamilton 0 for 2. Scarlett's still out there. She's only thrown 71 pitches. Misses outside, ball 1. Fouls it back. Count is 1 ball, 1 strike. Grounded, foul. Counts 1 and 2. Pulls the two-seamer, foul down the left field line. Out of play. That's a shallow fly ball racing in. He will make the catch. Gorgeous catch by Bucky Barnes in left for the first out. Shoe top catch, or however you want to call it. Can't believe they didn't give us a replay. Tony Gwynn in his last at-bat had an inside the park solo homer. He's 1 for 3. Hit it in just the right spot in right center field. And this time he's going to hit it off that wall. And he's going to go for a triple. He's going to have a one-out triple. Tony Gwynn is torturing Scarlett Johansson today. It's triple number 6 on the season. Misplayed in right field by Dave Bautista. He should have held him to a double. So manager is going to go to the bullpen. He's going to put Paul Bettany in. Ready to put him in the game. Paul Bettany pitched in 33 games. Is 2-1 with an 3.83 earned run average. And that is a hit. It's going to be an RBI double at the very least. An RBI double with 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th, and the San Francisco Giants now lead 4-0. RBI double number 28 on the season for Chipper. Next up, Jimmy Fox. In there, strike 1. Change up low, count as 1 ball and 1 strike. Runner in scoring position with 1 away. Grounder up the middle, fielded by Holland. Throws to first. There's 2 away. Runner moves to third. Next up, Cal Ripken Jr. 1 for 3 with a single. Fastball inside corner, strike 1. Slicing down the right field line, it will dunk in there. It is going to be an RBI single for Cal Ripken Jr., and they've opened up a 5-0 lead here in the bottom of the 7th. Oh, just kind of flared it down the right field line and dunked inside that foul line. Clutch 2-out hit. Up next, Brett Boone, who had a 2-run home run in his last at-bat. At the time, giving them a 3-0 advantage. Fouls it off, strike 1. Lines it, foul. Count is 0-2. Low, count is 1 ball, 2 strikes. Looked like called strike 3, but called the ball. Count is 2-2. Again, looked like a strike, called the ball. Count is full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. The runner will now be in motion. Here's the pitch, 3-2 pitch. Fouls it back, and we'll do it again. Line drive to right. There is Drax to retire the side, but they score 2 times and take a 5-0 lead as we go to the 8th inning. 5-0 San Francisco. Before Tony Stark gets up to the plate, manager is going to go to the bullpen. Righty, lefty, righty. Paul Rudd scheduled to put Paul Rudd into the game. So RDJ is up 0 for 3 today. Outside ball 1. Attendance 30,597 here at Oracle Park. Pops it up the elevator shaft. Out of the crouch is the catcher for the first out behind home plate. Caleb makes the catch. Starter comparison, there really is no comparison. Bob Feller won the matchup today. He's pitching a shutout. Next up, Black Panther, 0 for 3. Inside ball 1. So it's a 5-0 lead for the San Francisco Giants here in the top of the 8th. Inside, 2 balls and no strikes. First game of a 3-game set at San Francisco between these 2 ball clubs. That's a deep drive to center, but playable for Shane Victorino. That's out number 2. This is Avengers Baseball. I am RC Robbin. Welcome to the live stream. Don't forget to like the video. Much appreciated. Up next, the Incredible Hulk, Mark Ruffalo, who's 1 for 2 with a single today. 2 outs, bases empty, top of the 8th. Here's the pitch. Fouls it off down the first base line. Strike 1. Again, fouls it off. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. And Feller is going for a shutout. Swing and a miss in the dirt. Strike him out. Throw him out to retire the side. 8 shutout innings for Bob Feller. It's 5-0. San Francisco. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Do you want to change pitchers? Yes, I do. In comes Paul Rudd. Maswardi, welcome to the live stream. Thank you for the comment. Doesn't look so good at the moment. I've got the bottom of the 9th to play with. I need 5 runs to tie. I don't skip innings. I don't simulate games. Every game is on YouTube. So I definitely need to come back. Thank you for the kind words. Up next, Eloy Jimenez. Checks his swing, but the fastball's in there for strike 1. Out in front of the 12-6 curveball. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes to Jimenez. Paul Rudd is Ant-Man in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. That's a deep drive to left, but there, waiting for it, is the Winter Soldier for out number 1. Next up, center fielder Shane Victorino, switch hitter, batting now from the left side against the righty Paul Rudd. He is 0 for 3 today. Fastball 96 on the radar gun is in there for strike 1. Nope. Low, 1 ball, 1 strike. Pops it up the elevator shaft. Right behind home plate is Mark Ruffalo. Out of the crouch, he makes the catch for the 2nd out. So 2 down here in the bottom of the 8th. It is a 5-0 lead for San Francisco here in this first game of a 3-game set between these 2 ball clubs. The Avengers are 84-46 on the season and chasing the Dodgers in their strike 1, chasing the Dodgers in the National League West for the division crown. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Rudd looks good out of the bullpen. I wish I had put him out there earlier. And it's a fly ball to center, playable for I Am Groot. Vin Diesel makes the catch to retire the side. So we go to the 9th. Last licks for the Hollywood Avengers. They need 5 runs to tie. San Francisco leads 5-0. This is Avengers Baseball. Leading off for the Avengers, Drax the Destroyer, Dave Bautista. He's 1 for 3 with a double today. All hands on deck. If we have to pinch hit, we pinch hit. Grounded to the right side, fielded by Boone. 1 pitch, 1 away. Ugh. Next up, Sebastian Stan, the Winter Soldier, who walked in the 4th. He is 0 for 2. And again, it's a slow roller to the second baseman. 2 pitches, 2 away, and the Avengers are down to their final out of the game. 2 outs here in the 9th. Stepping up is Benedict Wong. The manager will go to the substitutions. Benedict is going to be pinch hit for. When you have Benedict Wong, but you can send up the Sorcerer Supreme, Benedict Cumberbatch. 2 outs in the 9th, you have to pinch hit. So let's see what happens. Cumberbatch is hitting .295 on the season. Checks his swing inside, ball 1. Can't give up hope. Can't give up hope. Grounder up the middle and speared by the pitcher. It's a complete game shutout for Bob Feller, the legendary pitcher. And the San Francisco 49ers win. 49ers, listen to me, San Francisco 49ers, I called them. The San Francisco Giants win 5-0. And they take this first game of a 3-game set at home against the Hollywood Avengers. The Avengers are now 84 wins and 47 losses. We will go to the score sheet. So at the top of the screen, as you can see, the San Francisco Giants, 5 runs, 9 hits, no error, no, 1 error. Hollywood Avengers, no runs, 5 hits, 2 errors. Bob Feller gets the win. Scarlett Johansson gets the loss. She is 9-4. And of course, Bob Feller with the complete game shutout is the player of the game. And this has been a presentation of Avengers baseball. I am RC Robbin. I hate this game at the moment because nobody likes to lose and nobody likes to get shut out. But if you can, before you leave, please like the video. It really helps the channel in general. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. This is in a 162 game regular season. Even the best teams lose 60 times a year. So it happens. What can I do? So anyway, thank you for showing up, Mr. Maswardi. I appreciate your presence. And anybody else in the background who decided to watch, thank you again. So the final here at Oracle Park, San Francisco wins 5-0. Take care of yourself. Have a great night. I will see you all again soon.